morning, everyone. I am Kay Malikdam from Group 7. We are here to present on how to write a research action plan.
Yes, for our proposed research action plan, address the concern for those passive learners who are often seated at the back. With this action research, our group aims to create an intervention for this ongoing classroom trend wherein only passive learners are seated in the back while the active learners who are seated only in front. In this study, we also aim to encourage teachers to bring those passive learners in the front seat to better monitor their progress inside the class, behavior, and their engagement in the teaching and learning process.
Our research introduction explains to readers and reviewers why our research topic is interesting and valuable of their time. It provides a summary of our action paper on the context of education in determining how the seating arrangement of students affect their activeness and passiveness in the teaching and learning process to educator and students, as well as its relation to our study, issue, and objectives. The issue statement and study significance, which lists the stakeholders who stand to gain, are included in the body of our research. Lastly, after reading the paper, the reader should be better able to grasp why our research study is important to them. It is a synthesis of the main ideas in our study rather than just a recap of what we have said. Our group brainstormed ideas and worked hard to build a classroom-based action research that was verified in order to develop the introduction for our action research. Our team made sure that every piece of information was included and addressed in our report. We also included all the information we had gathered to help address the kids' prior issues in the context of the new educational normal. Included are all the data, current concerns, and challenges that are pertinent to our research. Furthermore, working as a group is crucial to ensuring that following an observation in a classroom setting, we can construct a proper and effective introduction. At last, we produce an introduction that is pertinent to our action research paper as a whole.
Research on the problem identification helps us identify the kinds of issues that we would need to address during our action research. By looking at the circumstances in a classroom, we can determine the issues and the reasons. To establish the alternative and null hypothesis, which serves as a guide in determining whether there is a substantial change in our action paper. When defining the issue, we ensure that it makes sense within the existing framework of the educational environment. To assess and identify the circumstance or issue that has to be addressed in education for both internal and external stakeholders, our group has conducted brainstorming sessions in order to gain a deeper understanding of the problem we intend to tackle. We will research and read relevant books, online journals, and research papers from other scholars. These sources will serve as our foundation as they provide information that may still require action or attention in order to resolve the issue.
According to Suwad Malik 2014, one of the main goals of the pedagogical variety of our educational aims is learning. Considerable effort has been made in the past to improve and increase a student's reciprocal performance in this sector. Numerous educators have made an effort to investigate the most effective means of educating instructions in order to improve the students' learning capacities in the classroom. Furthermore, it is crucial to ascertain how the surroundings, the classroom, and the relationship that students have with one another impacts their learning and have the potential to alter their attitudes about one another. Even though teaching methods have evolved over time, their effectiveness is still up for discussion. This is especially true when it comes to managing the classroom and disciplining students. It is now necessary to assess whether or not a student learning progress is indirectly influenced by classroom discipline. We will talk about our fallback options in this part in case our initial plan did not work out. We will be thorough and watchful in our search for any possible problems or errors. Without a doubt, in this case, we would have a backup plan ready in case something went wrong, and we could continue the investigation uninterrupted. This will become evident as soon as the action research is underway.
The objectives in our plan of action are: first is to determine how the setting arrangement of students affect their activeness and passiveness in the teaching and learning process to educators and students. Second, the researchers aim to investigate if there is a significant change on their behavior regarding the setting arrangement. Lastly, the researchers intend to promote appropriate classroom setting arrangement that will benefit both passive and active learners during teaching and learning process. Our target participants are the junior high school students, and the time frame is from December 2023 to June 2024.
I would consider myself as enthusiastic during the interaction research process, since I felt so invested in the work that we are doing. I was bubbling with excitement as we carefully considered each step involved in completing the assignment. I am aware that completing a classroom-based action paper is essential since it will improve our ability to manage a classroom in the future, in addition to assisting us in learning about our social context. Regardless of the challenges that we might encounter as educators, we approach each day with optimistic expectations that the students will learn and that all students will have equal access to education. I am aware that whatever significant we are doing, we should be doing it with excitement.